you know, he may just take a bit of a back seat to the other two. Who knows?
Frank, is this does this epitomise Messi so far at PSG?
What it is, you know, we said before that he needs to settle down. You know, we have to give him some time. But really, when I watch him today, I said, okay, now we realize that Messi is not the Messi from yesterday, and as Ali said, he has to change his game in order to be not as performant, but still crucial in the game of Paris Saint-Germain. He has to serve their best player at front, which is Mbappe. He has to change in a way that none of the players in Paris Saint-Germain will serve him, because they know that he cannot do what he used to do. So it's up to him, like Ronaldo did a little bit when he signed for Juventus, changing his game, knowing that his pace is not there anymore. And Messi has to go for that. Otherwise, we're not going to see Messi for a long time playing at the top level. He has to change, otherwise he's going to disappear.
This is, of course, the first match that we've seen under the new rules from UEFA in the Champions League, given that the away goals rule now doesn't count. Some were saying that that contributed to what we saw from Real Madrid, in that they went into this game looking for a 0-0 draw. Do you think that had anything to do with the tactics that we saw employed and the lack of entertainment value, particularly in the first half?
No, I think they went into it with a striker who wasn't fit. I think they went into it as a side who are not playing brilliantly, who are not playing with a lot of pace in La Liga at the weekends, who have been kind of just getting by with some brilliance from Benzema when fit and from Vinicius Junior in particular. And I think they've had a midfield three that have played a lot. They gave Modric a rest at the weekend. He came on as a sub. But those three in there are all older and have got a lot of miles in their legs. And so I think it was a kind of typical Real Madrid performance away at a talented side. I don't think it was anything to do with the away goals, to be honest with you. I think if Real Madrid could have gotten on the front foot and kept the ball a bit better and had a better final ball in behind and had a fit and sharp Benzema up front, maybe we'd have seen a better Real Madrid. I mean, we saw glimpses around the 75, 80 minutes when they got the ball forward, particularly down that right-hand side. But no, I personally don't think this was anything to do with the away goals. Otherwise, Man City might have sat in for a drill now, a 0-0 in Portugal.
Ali, what do you think?
Real Madrid has played this game of absorbing pressure against mid-table teams in La Liga over the course of the season. This is the way they've approached matches at times in which, in fact, they should be superior to teams, and instead they choose to be conservative, and that we're going to absorb pressure and then we're going to get out in transition. Well, if we know that, and we have watched Real Madrid as much as we have, I'm sure that Pochettino also had figured that out. And so who's going to be the source of transition for Real Madrid? It's not going to be Karim Benzema, because we just established that he had no mobility in the game. So it's going to have to be Vinicius. And it was very clear for me to see that when Hakimi was getting higher up the field, well, that was forcing Vinicius to go and defend. But also, once Hakimi decided to go forward, there was an automatic movement of Danilo getting himself from the midfield onto that space to cover for Hakimi, cutting out whatever transition Real Madrid were going to have. And then, in order to have any sort of transition, well, you need to complete the first pass out of pressure. And Real Madrid were unable to do that. And so what was conservative approach in terms of absorbing pressure became a team that got pushed back. And in being pushed back, they were too far away from PSG's goal in order for them to be able to get out in that transition that I just mentioned. The other thing that I would say for Real Madrid and their possession, it took them until the 40th minute to actually have a long period of possession, knock the ball around, use the midfield three, get out in the front foot and actually push PSG back. And you say, okay, well, maybe this is how it's going to look the rest of the game. No. It took until the 80th minute to then again have a long period of possession. Real Madrid, if they don't have the ball with the midfield three and they don't have transition, they don't have anything.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.